But the Chicago Bears are, without a doubt, one of the stories entering 2024 of the NFL season.
So the Chicago Bears really have the attention of many fans across the NFL, and even if you don't like them, it's definitely intriguing to see all the talent they have, and this season could be one to remember. And if you've been paying any attention to what's going on, then you know they just got selected for the latest edition of Hard Knocks. So we are all about to get an inside scoop at what goes on during training camp. And I can't wait to see it with guys like Caleb Williams and Odunze on the field, with vets like Keenan Allen and DJ Moore. It's kind of crazy to call them vets, but that's what they are at this point. Anyways, before I get into this video, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, plus you can always change your mind. We are now on the road to 30k subscribers, and with your support, I believe we can get there super fast. Alright, so the 2024 season is a crucial one for the Chicago Bears, and as I said, Hard Knocks will be there to document the team's initial weeks. According to CBS, HBO's long-running show will feature Chicago this summer, and according to lead NFL insider Jonathan Jones, the first show is scheduled to air on Tuesday, August 6th. To me, it's easy to see why Hard Knocks has chosen to document this team. Fresh off a third straight losing season, the Bears have made sweeping changes over the past year with the hope of bringing the franchise's second Vince Lombardi trophy home. Those changes included trading the #1 overall pick in last year's draft in order to acquire a bounty of picks. One of those picks ended up being this year's #1 selection, which Chicago of course used to select USC star quarterback Caleb Williams. The Bears have complemented Williams with a loaded group of skill players that includes fellow first-round pick Odunze, fellow wideouts Keenan Allen and DJ Moore, and a Pro Bowl running back in DeAndre Swift. Anyways, moving on from that, I want to talk more in depth about the weapons around Caleb Williams, starting with Odunze. They took him with the 9th overall pick, and there is a lot of excitement around what he can bring as a rookie. Still, the expectations have to be realistic, or else fans will be disappointed. While Odunze may not come out and record 1,000 yards as a rookie, there is a baseline that he probably should hit. When examining wide receivers taken within the top 15 picks of the NFL draft since 2000, there is a noticeable correlation between rookie season success and long-term success. In some instances, such as the Bears selection of Kevin White, it was evident from the outset that the receiver would be a bust. Typically, if a wide receiver selected in the top 15 of a draft do not hit the 500-yard mark during their rookie season, that is an indicator that the career production may not be sustainable. There have been 23 wide receivers drafted within the top 15 that have surpassed the 600-yard mark during their rookie season, and the list includes Calvin Johnson, Larry Fitzgerald, Jamar Chase, and Odell Beckham Jr., among others. Of the 23 wide receivers who are over 600 yards, there were very few misses. Michael Clayton, Sammy Watkins, and Justin Blackmon did not live up to the expectations for various reasons. The rest is a list of major hits. Anyways, moving on to the guy behind center and Caleb Williams, many people have been talking about the speculation of him struggling early on in camps, but it was obvious that everyone was just overreacting. It's pretty common for rookies to have a rocky first few practices, but the backlash that Williams got was pretty insane, especially for how the entire offensive unit is basically brand new. With that being said, the expectations will be high for Williams during his rookie season. He finds himself in arguably the best situation ever for a #1 pick in the modern era. The Bears truly are loaded at skill positions, and new offensive coordinator Shane Waldron has a sterling reputation in NFL circles for maximizing the talent at his disposal. But before Williams can light up the NFL and start his ascent to stardom, he'll have to beat an ascending defense that is out to make his life hell every day in practice. "We're gonna make it as hard as possible," safety Kevin Byard said after the first open media OTA. Going out there and showing some swag, talking trash, doing all that stuff, because at the end of the day, he's going to have to lead us there. That's kinda how it's gonna be. I said something to him at the end of practice. Keep going, we're going to keep making you better. One of the areas of the team that could really make or break the season for Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears is the offensive line. When you look at what Chicago has on the line, there is a pretty good group of players. We've seen former second-round pick Tevin Jenkins have an up and down tenure so far. It does seem like he is very good when he is healthy and committed. The Bears offensive line was one of the worst position groups on the team last year, but the two young tackles earned some praise from Pro Football Focus. The football analytics site listed both left tackle Braxton Jones and right tackle Darnell Wright as top 32 tackles in the NFL right now. And switching over to the defensive side of things, I actually expect a lot more out of this group than many. They've been doing their best to challenge Caleb Williams. Veteran safety Kevin Byard, who signed with the team this offseason, said the expectation in the locker room, "We're expecting to be a top defense," Byard said last week at OTAs. "Anything less than that is a letdown. And also, just know full well that with having a younger quarterback, especially during the year, we have to get off to a fast start." I would say looking over the horizon or whatever, you never know how early in the season as far as the offense with a lot of new pieces kind of meshing together. So as a unit, we've got to go out and make sure that we're being a top defense. As we get later into the year and those guys are rolling, all three phases are rolling together, just being a defense, we've got to make sure that we're holding down our end of the bargain no matter what the score is, what the offense is doing, what anybody's doing. We've got to make sure that we're a top defense. That's what we expect. And we talk about that every single day, even on a day like we had today. The last couple periods, it's like, hey, we haven't done anything, we're just getting started. So that's our plan, and that's what we're going to continue to work for every single day. Chicago didn't completely overhaul the defense like last offseason, so the high expectations stem from the current group in place, with a few additions including Byard, who is coming off a strong finish in 2023. The Bears have one of the best linebacker corps in the league with TJ Edwards, Tremaine Edmonds, and Jack Sanborn, who now have an entire season together under their belt. Chicago also has a potential top secondary with cornerbacks Jalen Johnson, Kyler Gordon, and Tyreek Stevenson, along with safeties Jaquan Brisker and Byard. Head coach Matt Eberflus, who took over defensive play calling duties in week 3 of last season, also proved to be an effective defensive coordinator. If anything, the defensive line is the one question mark, and it's a group that features Pro Bowl edge rusher Montez Sweat and some other young players, so there's belief that this unit can make progress in 2024. If the Bears defense can get off to a strong start and make a statement, they could keep Chicago in contention for a playoff berth and make things easier for their rookie quarterback. When you look at the talent on paper, it's exciting to see, Byard said, but at the end of the day, we've got to put it together. What's on paper doesn't really matter. We've just got to continue to work every single day to make each other better. Obviously, as we get closer to training camp, making sure once we leave here, after minicamp and everything, guys are continuing to work, making sure that we come in so that we can hit the ground running when training camp starts. So overall, the Bears are coming into a season where many can't wait to see what they can do, but I think people need to calm down some of the expectations a tad because they're not going to go 13-4. People should be happy with a 9-8 season. This team is young, has so much room to grow, and really, this season is about building the foundation. That's really all I have to say. Thank you all so much if you made it to this point in the video, and if you enjoyed and haven't yet, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe because your support truly does mean the world. And also, follow me on Instagram because I'm starting to post cool sports content on there every single day. And until next time, I will see you all later.